everyone. We're going to be starting soon. We're just moving people over from the community center still, so we appreciate your patience. Thank you.
Okay, folks, we're getting ready to start the second portion of this evening's event. So if you've not found a comfy chair to sit in, I'm going to invite you to take a seat so we can get going. Okay, welcome to part 2 of our Meet the Mayor and what we used to call State of the City. And this is the State of the City part where we get to talk a little more about the goings-on with Lake Forest and what's being teed up for the future, and we'll hear a little more from our mayor a little later. But right now, I would like to invite Vanessa Howard up to lead us in the invocation.
Thank you so much. It's always such an honor to be here and pray for this great city of Lake Forest. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you today with so much gratitude for the community of Lake Forest. God, and for the opportunity to gather together at this State of the City. We thank you for these people who call the city home, and for the businesses that serve it, and for the leaders who steward its future. Lord, we lift up Mayor Robert Pequeño and all those in positions of leadership here in Lake Forest. God, would you grant them wisdom, integrity, and discernment as they make decisions that impact the lives of so many. Lord, give them clarity in times of challenge and humility in times of success. Lord, bless this city with unity, compassion, and a shared vision for the good of all. May Lake Forest continue to be a place where families thrive, Lord, where neighbors care for one another and opportunities grow for generations to come. We ask for your continued protection over the city and your blessing upon its future. In your precious Son, Jesus' name, we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Vanessa. Okay, now I would like to invite our adopted Marine Battalion to present the colors. Gentlemen.
Color guard, forward, march. Color guard, hold. Color guard, left wheel, march. Color guard, hold. Color guard, freeze it, arm.
And now I'd like to invite our Assemblywoman, Diane Dixon, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening. It's an honor to salute the flag of the greatest country in the world. Please put your hand over your heart. Let's begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and now I'd like to invite Julia Beezer from El Toro High School to sing the national anthem. Julia?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is what it means to be a Lake Forest resident in the United States of America. Let's give all the presenters a big round of appreciation. Okay, you can now take your seat, and I would like to welcome our City Mayor, Deborah Rose. Here she is.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I just like that kind of promotion you just gave me. That was kind of fun. All right, city manager here. So not only have I had coffee, I had 3 chocolate-covered strawberries. So I am ready to go. Okay, this is considered a separate event, and so we are going to announce our dignitaries that are here with us tonight. Now, we have our mayor, Robert Pequeño. Our Mayor Pro Tem, Doug Serbo, here in the front. We have Council Member Mark Teddemer. Council Member Scott Voits. And wearing my favorite blazer of all the great blazers he has, Council Member Ben Yu. We also have joining us tonight Congresswoman Young Kim. We have State Senator Stephen Choi with us tonight. And Assemblywoman Diane Dixon. Okay, we have commissioners. So I'm going to announce our community service commissioners all at once. We have Tim Burton, Loretta Herron, Zia Jones, and Margie Lancaster. Let's give them a round of applause. Please wave. Okay, we have our parking and traffic commissioners, Mark Armando, Jim Faust, and Neil Patel. We have our planning commissioners, Jolene Fuentes, Tom Grable, Michael Stannard, and Jordan Vilwalk with us here tonight. Great to see you. All right, our friends from the El Toro Water District, where are you? Give me a wave. All right, there they are in the back. So we have our board president, Catherine Freshley. We have our vice president, Kay Havens, director Mark Monin, director Mike Gaskins, director Wyatt McLean. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. From the Association of California Cities Orange County, executive director Chris Murray is here with us tonight. Did Chris make it over? All right. We have our South County Outreach Chief Operations Officer, Vanessa Howard, here in the front. Okay, and I think that is all for this portion of our event. So I am really looking forward to the next part. So with that, I will turn it back over to Steve.
Thank you, Deborah. Forgive that promotion. Robert, you won't hate me for that, will you? Okay. City manager, not city mayor. I do that on occasion. All right, let's see. Now, let me introduce our new mayor, which you guys already know, but he's going to get into a lot more detail and some fun things as he takes us through his impression of the future of Lake Forest. Mayor Robert Pequeño.
Is this working? All right. Can you hear me out there? All right, good evening, everyone. If my calculations are correct, when this city hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious transformation. I can't help back to think to 1989 when Angela and I first pulled our moving truck into this community. We chose this place to raise our family because we saw something that was naturally exceptional. I want you to set your time clocks back, or time circuits back to 1990. We weren't Lake Forest yet, we were El Toro. There was no flux capacitor needed to find the heart of the city, or heart of the town. You just drove to the corner of El Toro and Rockfield. That Kmart was our Hill Valley Town Square. The face of El Toro was lined with icons, the Velvet Turtle, Casa Maria, Black Angus, Rod's Liquor, and the movie theaters, all landmarks in a simpler era of retail. Now, the 1991 through 2026 timeline is a remarkable tale. I personally lived through that timeline in 3 distinct chapters. First, as a United States Marine stationed at Marine Corps Air Station, El Toro, back when the base was the heartbeat of the region. When the base closed, it was the city's clock tower moment. It changed everything. But it did open up land use that allowed us to rewrite our future. This transition paved the way for the city's opportunity study, a visionary rezoning plan that turned former industrial land into the vibrant neighborhoods that we see today. Council members and city staff were the Doc Browns of the time. Because of strategic developer agreements and public facility fees tied to that growth, our community reached new heights and building the sports park and civic center that were just blueprints in our imagination and not a single dime of new taxes. Later, I saw these streets as an Orange County Sheriff's Patrol deputy. I drove just about every single road in this town. I knew every shortcut before it was paved. And finally, as a city councilman, I had the privilege of working with some amazing current and former council members and city staff, some of who are here tonight. I want to express my sincere appreciation for the city staff for their efforts in making Lake Forest great and a great place to live for today and tomorrow, as well as my fellow council members, Mayor Pro Tem Serbo, Councilman Mark Teddemer, Councilman Yu, and Councilman Voigt. I want to also extend my gratitude to our commissioners who Deborah introduced earlier. And finally, I would like to thank Dwight Robinson, who provided the DeLorean to help me bring my vision to life, and Brian from the Communications Lab, who produced the video that we will see tonight. So today, the future looks bright. We've traded the Kmart for a Walmart. And with the Costco on the horizon and sprawling business centers popping up, our economic engine is firing on all cylinders. Lake Forest is the natural choice for business. But the most rewarding part of this journey isn't the buildings, it's the legacy. My son Robbie has followed my footsteps exactly, serving as a Marine and now as a Lake Forest deputy. Seeing him patrol the same streets I did is proof that while times change, the spirit of service stays the same. Now, our Chamber of Commerce has evolved from a growing local network into a sophisticated powerhouse in our modern economy. And I'd like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for co-hosting this event tonight and their continued partnership. As our civic landscape has changed, so did our spiritual one. We watched Saddleback Church grow from a small congregation into a 120-acre global beacon right here in our own backyard. Their growth has mirrored ours. Through all this growth, our community spirit has been constant, from cheering Jimmy on when he was with Saddleback Little League at the 4th of July parades that seem to get bigger and louder every year, to watching kids' eyes light up at Snowfest, where for one day we bring a winter wonderland to the heart of Orange County. And who could forget the jets flying over our house during the air show? We've come a long way as a community, but the best way to understand it is to see it. Let's take a look. And with that, we'll adjourn.
So, Robert, what are your plans for this year's State of the City?
I don't know. I'd really like to go back to the 1840s to see what Lake Forest looked like when it was originally founded as El Toro.
How about we just go back 35 years to 1991 when the city of Lake Forest was founded?
35 years. 35 years. 35 years. What in the world is that?
You said you want to go back in time? Well, I've got just the thing.
Wow, that a DeLorean? What's with the suit? Did you join Devo? Why is Walt and Lucy in the car? What's going on?
Perfect. I brought a camcorder. You're gonna want to get a video of this. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Teddemer, standing in the upper parking lot of the Lake Forest City Hall. It's Tuesday, March 31st, 2026 at 1:18 p.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1.
This is heavy, Mark. Does this thing run on unleaded?
Unfortunately, no, it takes a bit more power than that. 1.21 gigawatts of power. Where are we gonna find that?
It's a good thing we're not in the OCPA.
Wait a minute, Mark. You mean to tell me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
If you're gonna build a time machine out of a car, you might as well do it with style. If my calculations are correct, when this thing hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious. Robert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming.
Look, Robert, if you really want to know about the history of the city, why don't you meet with the inaugural mayor, Helen Wilson?
That's a great idea. Mind if I borrow your ride? Oh, there's Helen Wilson. Hi, Madam Mayor. Hi, I'm Robert Pequeño.
Oh, did you just jump ship?
What?
Well, you're wearing a life preserver.
No, I'm the mayor of Lake Forest in 2026. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but I got my hands on a time machine and I came back here to see if you can tell us what your plan is for the future of Lake Forest.
Well, of course, but it's so nice to meet you,
Oh, it's nice
Robert.
to meet you.
Yes, and it's so nice that you had the ability to come back from 2026 to today. This is a good day, December 20th, 1991. We just finished our first city council meeting, the first inaugural meeting.
What are you doing to plan for the city's future?
Oh my goodness, we have many things that we're looking forward to for the future. We would like to incorporate more activities and opportunities for the residents, the neighbors, the neighborhoods, and the businesses alike. We're interested in keeping crime down. We're interested in building our economic livelihood. We have lots of territory that's still within the original Rancho Cañada de los Alisos land grant that's part of the city. We hope to incorporate the rest of that land someday. We would like to see a congregation place or a community center where we can all enjoy meeting each other. And so it's so nice that I see you today. It's like raising your family. We're starting it out. We've turned the keys over to the next generation for them to complete the goals of the city.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, what do you got there?
Nothing.
So I understand that you wanted to chat about roads.
Where we're going, we're not gonna need roads.
Actually, we're always going to need roads.
Oh, okay. So let's chat about the roads and other projects. Before we were incorporated, El Toro Road was the main road that went from east to west in this region, right?
Exactly. And while we may not have flying cars yet, we're doing a lot to bring Lake Forest transportation system into the future. This year, we're launching our new traffic management center, which will allow staff to monitor traffic conditions in real time, respond faster to incidents, and coordinate more closely with law enforcement and emergency responders. This means quicker response times, safer streets, and less congestion for our residents. We're also continuing citywide mobility improvements, including improving left turn configurations at key intersections and increasing bike lanes. All of these efforts work together to keep traffic moving, enhance safety, and make it easier for people to get where they need to go. It's about building infrastructure that supports today's needs while preparing Lake Forest for the future.
Hey, Mr. Mayor, what are you reading?
Just some light reading on how to help the city out financially.
Well, the future doesn't just happen, we plan for it. And smart planning helps us attract the types of projects that our residents want to see. Over the past few years, we've updated our general plan and zoning to allow more flexible mixed-use developments in key areas. Now older properties can adapt and have the opportunity to bring new developments or businesses that better serve our community. That approach is already paying off.
The former theater site in Foothill Ranch is being redeveloped into a new Costco, bringing convenient shopping, local jobs, and fresh energy to the center. It's all about planning ahead and keeping Lake Forest competitive and business friendly.
Robert, what are you doing?
Great Scott, Kavanaugh Park. This is my density.
Your what?
I mean, my destiny. I'm getting ready for the summer concert series. Sean, you're in charge of community services. What's going on in your department?
Thanks, Mayor. Our parks aren't just patches of grass. They're where neighbors gather, kids play, and communities come alive. Here at Kavanaugh Park, we're moving forward with our neighborhood park renovations. Thanks to input from residents, we're working toward updating the facilities, adding new amenities, and making it a park that truly serves the neighborhood. Building a space that's ready for today and tomorrow. Our 2025 Community Satisfaction Survey shows parks are one of the top priorities for residents. Renovating Kavanaugh Park isn't just about new equipment, it's about creating a place people actually want to spend time in. Kavanaugh Park may be a small part of our city, but it's a big step towards keeping Lake Forest a great place to live.
Thanks, Sean, but I think it's time for me to make like a tree and get out of here.
Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower! Save the clock tower!
Actually, the clock tower doesn't need to be saved. It's brand new. Joining me is the city manager, Deborah Rose. Deborah, this whole civic center was built by developer impact fees, not by raising taxes.
That's right, Mayor. It was largely built with development fees. We also didn't issue debt, so we were very fortunate as a community to be able to provide this to our residents without any of those things that most communities have to do. It was so amazing to open this civic center in 2019. People were excited. It was kind of the last thing we needed to do to build out this city. So we're in our 35th year as a community. We've come such a long way from that little storefront on Mercury Road. Here we are on Civic Center Drive, our Performing Arts Center, our Conference Center, our Senior Center, and City Hall. It's just a great gem for the community. And as I'm sure all the department heads told you, we have some amazing projects coming. We're continuing to invest in our roadways to make them safer. We're investing in landscaping to keep an already beautiful community beautiful. So it's just a thrill for me to be here at this point in time and work with this city council because we are doing some amazing things. So I just can't wait to see what the future brings.
Me too.
But you know what else I'm thinking? I'm seeing you have your hoverboard. So Kevin at the skate park told me the last time you were on some kind of board, you had a little spill.
Well, thank you, Deborah. And you tell Kevin I said thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you off to now, Mayor?
Well, I'm going back to 1991 and find the first mayor of the city of Lake Forest, Helen Wilson. I'm going to speak to her, and then I'm going to come back to the future.
Oh, so this is the time machine.
Yes, it is. What do you think?
It's much better than I would have imagined.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you, but I got to get back to the future.
Robert, don't ever forget our city slogan. Remember the past and challenge the future.
And like the great Doc Brown said, your future hasn't been written yet. No one's has. Your future is what you make it. Yikes, I'm going to be late for State of the City. Got to get back in time. Thank you. Once again, Brian, thank you for, I'm waiting for my Oscar. So, and before I go any further, I do want to thank Keith Neves and his staff with Economic Development, especially Hope, who has been running herself ragged, put this together. So let's give one for Hope. Thank you. So, well, this is not science fiction. That's Lake Forest. And here's one thing, none of that happens by accident. Lake Forest is and always has been focused on the things that make daily life better. Across the city, neighborhood investment continues to be a priority. Following public outreach, the city will continue towards renovations for Kavanaugh Park and Vintage Park. Neighborhood improvement programs are continuing to take shape. A community preservation initiative is launching to help residents maintain their homes and protect property values, because strong neighborhoods are the foundation of a strong city. Our local economy isn't on autopilot either. This year, the city is hiring a retail recruitment consultant to actively attract new restaurants and businesses to ensure Lake Forest remains the naturally exceptional choice for business. Long-term planning is also getting an upgrade. The planning and permitting process will be modernized. A new strategic planning software is being deployed to increase transparency and accountability, giving the residents a clearer view of priorities, performance, and progress. And our future isn't just about infrastructure, it's about people. Extended program here at the Performing Arts Center is on the horizon. Scholarship opportunities are also being created so more families can access community services. Plans are underway to celebrate America's 250th birthday in a way only Lake Forest can. In short, we're not just remembering who we were, we're building what we're becoming, because if there's one thing that Back to the Future has taught us is this: the future isn't something that just shows up, it's something you design, it's something you invest in, and it's something you protect. Lake Forest didn't get here by chance. It got here through planning, partnership, and people who deeply care about this community. So as we leave tonight, remember, the time machine isn't a DeLorean. It's the priorities, it's the decision and priorities we make. It's the priorities we set, and it's our community who continues to choose us. And it's the commitment that we share to keep Lake Forest moving forward together. Thank you for attending the 2026 State of the City. It's an honor to be your mayor this year, and we'll see you in the future. Yeah. So
we have some time, and the mayor has graciously offered to take a few questions. So do we have any questions?
So now if you have questions about the city, now I can answer them and be safe from the state.
Here, let me
yes,
get down
go ahead and
here.
ask your question again.
Yes, I'd love to hear your vision for the future, what the city looks like, where you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years, and how we can actually take steps to the future and sustain the city. Thank you.
So I'll ask one of the middle questions. I'll answer one of the middle questions first. Where I see myself in 5 years, retired. So what I see for the city is the city already has a strategic plan, and we're implementing that plan. We're, Gail Ackerman, she's done a great job of doing our vision. Of course, Deborah Rose is the best city manager in the country. So our planning is already set. So we just make sure that we get council members on council to follow that plan. So we're now pretty much becoming a maintenance city. So we're not going to grow that much more. But we are attracting new businesses here. Like I said, we have a Costco coming in. And hopefully in May, we're going to be going to Las Vegas to ICSC. It's a retail business convention to try to get more businesses in here. And, we're always trying to keep up with technology.
Anybody else have a question?
Good. I'm just kidding.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Question for you. You just received a $10 million grant from the state, federal government. Where would you spend that money in the city? And not on yourself, but...
But with grants, they're precise. The grant tells you need to do X, Y, and Z. So whatever that grant tells us we need to do, we're going to use that money for it. I'd like to use it on Kavanaugh Park, but we can't.
Go ahead.
Good evening. In the past, I'd say since COVID years, the city has made tremendous investment in its local businesses. There has been a lot of support, and more recently, there's been another grant, which was a Lake Forest digital grant, and that has supported local businesses. So as you look at this upcoming year, specific to the growth that you want to see within the city, given that it's already in maintenance place at this point?
So part of the 2040 plan that Gail put together, Gail and her group put together, was we rezone some of the cities for mixed use and different things. So yes, we have some spaces that some of the residents don't like, but they're needed. And you know, I personally like the affordable housing aspect that we're doing, because the house I own is worth over $1 million. And if I tried to buy that house today, I'd be living in an apartment. So I would love to see something happen to where nobody wants to hear this because your house's prices will go down. But affordable housing, I would love to see that, but can't do it here. I mean, if we do, we're going to have to build up, and I think it'll make the city look awful if we build up. So I think we just have to maintain the balance. And, you know, the further we encroach towards the Cleveland National Forest, the more problem we have with wildfires and insurance. So I think what the city's doing, like I said, what Gail's shop has done is great. I mean, it's their plan, and once our city's built out, we're built out. But we do, you know, we partner with the Chamber of Commerce because we believe businesses are the, you know, the economic backbone of what we do here. So we really want to heavily invest in the businesses here in the city. Is that a good political answer? Hello.
With schools, new teachers, new technology, new improvements with the actual buildings, anything like that?
So that's a question I get quite often, and this is the answer I give. City council, city business, my lane. Saddleback Unified School District, another lane that I don't get into. And that's just the way it is, because I always tell people, I'm not going to tell the school district what to do, because I sure as heck don't want them to come and tell me what to do. So sorry I couldn't answer that, but you know, when we built the meadows out, or when we planned the meadows out, we did plan a school there, but because of decline in enrollment, they weren't able to go in that direction. So that's part of the problem, is decline in enrollment with homeschooling. You know, you have to pay for the schools. So sorry I can give you that answer.
Hey, Mayor, I've got a question for
Sure.
you. Are there any parcels of undeveloped land in the city limits that haven't been built out yet?
Yes or no, Gail? I don't think so. But, well, of land public land or private land?
No, land that the city owns, or the city has some control over its use, that are still undeveloped, that there's nothing there.
I don't believe so. I'm looking for Deborah. Deborah, help. Well, yeah, Whispering Hills, and actually we're going to be talking about Whispering Hills next week, so I got to be careful what I say, because I have other council members here, but that's one of the agenda items.
Cool.
Next week.
Other questions? No?
You too. Thank you for coming.
But my question is that I've been living here in Lake Forest since 1989. And unfortunately, we haven't been among the fortunate one to purchase a house. And we are being run out of the city because of the increasing rents. I'd like to know if you have any plans for rent control before we all get run out of the city by incoming businesses.
I think that's a state issue.
Yeah, thank you.
So for rent control, what we are trying to do, and part of our regional, our RENA numbers, is build more affordable housing. So the affordable housing will keep you from getting kicked out, especially one of the things that I really advocate for is senior affordable. So senior affordable is because that's our fastest growing population. And as a senior on a fixed income, you know, you're right, you're going to be forced out of California with the way the prices are going. So hopefully we build enough senior affordable for those, or just regular affordable to help those that can't afford. Like when I think I bought my house in, well, I bought a condo in '89. I came also in 1989. And then we bought a house in 1996, 97, where I live now. And we bought it for under $200,000 back then. And so now, like I said, if it's worth $1 million, I keep looking for the places that it's worth that in my house that's expensive, and it's not. Thank you.
Sir, ma'am.
I'm very excited about the Costco, and it's great to hear that you have hired a consultant to, you know, attract businesses. It sounds like you're going to a big conference. I'm interested if you have a plan to attract more locally owned small businesses, kind of, for lack of better terms, like cool and trendy spots, so people have more gathering places like fruit gardens and others that have popped up, and not just, you know, depending on the chains that go to those kind of bigger conferences. I'm wondering if you have like a smaller business.
We do. So our economic development, where's Keith at? Did he run off already? So Keith, he's in the back. So Keith, he runs our economic development along with Hope, Adrian, Grijalva, Ian, and Megan. So, but the way we can help a lot of these small businesses is if they join the chamber. The chamber is really the key here for the smaller businesses because as some of you may know that when I do my mayor's minute, and something that Senator Stephen Choi got me to think about was the small business of the month. That is something now as the mayor I want to do, small business of the month. And I talked to somebody who might be the mayor next year and ran it by him and said, hey, this is something you might want to carry on, is recognizing those small businesses and advertising on the city website, hey, this is the business that won this. So Mary is doing that. And when I do my mayor's minutes, no longer is it just me talking about whatever I'm talking about. At the very end of the mayor's minute, I give a shout out to the local business that is part of the chamber. So the chamber is the key here with those, if that answers your question.
Other questions? Doug?
With the amount of volunteer opportunities we have here in the city, I know another one of yours, could you shed some light on the Love Lake Forest program that you're passionate about?
Yes. Where are you at, Omar? Stand up. So Omar is running our Love Lake Forest program. So what this is, it's a program where we go out and we find people that are on fixed incomes, seniors, and go either do some yard work at their house, paint their house, fix their house, or do projects. And it's all volunteer-based. And so most of our faith-based organizations will go. I know Home Depot helped with one. I actually submitted a friend of mine that I knew. Well, she was a friend, but I actually went to her house when I was a deputy because her son was acting up. So that's how I met her. Her husband was a retired Marine, so there was an instant bond. And so we went and just replaced her fence. And Pacifica Institute was part of that also. So we have plenty of opportunities. You know, we have our service groups, the Kiwanis, and we also have the Rotary here. So there's plenty of place to do this. And of course, your local church. I know when I do my Clean Lake Forest events, Terra Nova shows up. When Vanessa was at Saddleback would show up. And Dwight's church, Calvary Chapel, Foothill Ranch, shows up. So there's plenty of out there, and especially if you have kids that are in high school and need those service hours, this is how you get it.
Next question.
Mark.
Well, something I wanted to echo what the mayor's been talking about, there really isn't any single step panacea to doing well in any city or in any business community. But if you get involved and you stay connected with the city's website, which has an amazing amount of information about volunteer activities, socials, other things that you can get involved in that the city sponsors, as well as the Chamber of Commerce website, where we list all of the events that we put on. And thanks to Mary, who's standing in her back, we typically run anywhere from 65 to 75 business events a year. So for a town this size to have that kind of activity is almost unheard of. But if you learn to get involved in that and start picking and choosing the things that you want to show up for, we've had countless members over the last probably year or two come and tell us how much better their business is doing because they're actively involved. They show up at events, they do the networking, they make connections. That's what it takes. There's really no other way to whatever path of success that you've envisioned than to get on the road and just start doing those kind of daily things. And we offer that. We have it, but you just need to stay up with it and get involved. And if you do, good things will happen. So.
And Steve makes a good point. If you're a resident in Lake Forest, you get a mailer called the leaflet. It has everything you wanted to know, everything you need to know but was afraid to ask is in that leaflet. We also have our city website, right? That information's in there, and then you'll find information about Love Lake Forest in there. So there's plenty of opportunity. You just need to reach out because one of the things that you look at is we have north of 85,000 people, 85,000 residents, but not all 85,000 know that the city actually does what we do. And I have people say, hey, I didn't know about Bunny Blast. And I tell them, well, we hide that information in our leaflet. So.
Let's give Mayor Pequeño a big round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that brings us to the end of this evening's event. We appreciate all of you coming here to listen to what's going on with Lake Forest today and in the future, and we hope the rest of your week is a good one. Take care. Thank you.